Well, good afternoon, Santa Clarita. I'm your Mayor, Cameron Smyth, and I know it's been a while since we've provided an update, but we have some exciting news of events coming up here in Santa Clarita that I wanted to share. First, I apologize if I'm interrupting watching the Dodger game, but given that they're up by 2 touchdowns, it seems, I think we could probably take a little bit of a break. So that's good news for all of us Dodger fans as well. So last night at the council meeting, the city approved our small business COVID grant relief program. As we know, the pandemic has greatly impacted all of our lives, resulting in an emotionally, physically, and certainly financially challenging year. And we have seen this pandemic impact a number of businesses throughout Santa Clarita. Not only have we seen the impact on business owners, but also on their employees, who are our family, our friends, our neighbors. So the city continues to offer full support to these businesses, and our small business COVID relief grant program will be an important aspect of that. The grant program will provide a one-time financial reimbursement for expenses incurred from business interruption due to COVID-19 impacts. This is a $500,000 grant that will be distributed to businesses up to a $5,000 reimbursement. Businesses that are eligible are those that are 100 employees or less, and categories that are eligible for reimbursement include PPE, cleaning and sanitation products, equipment related to remote working or distance learning, health screening services, physical space modifications to allow for social distancing, and adaptive business services needed to keep your business open. As I said, the city will award up to $5,000 to eligible businesses selected by a random lottery draw. All businesses must also be located within the Santa Clarita Valley, and applications will be accepted starting today until Wednesday, October 28th at 5 p.m. If you think your business meets this criteria, you can submit your application through the website of thinksantaclarita.com/small business COVID relief grant. I know, again, that's kind of a long site, but again, it's thinksantaclarita.com/small business COVID relief grant. I must also thank the Santa Clarita Valley Economic Development Corporation for partnering with the city on this grant program. And certainly we hope that it will help local businesses in our community to continue to operate under the current conditions and guidelines safely. Again, I encourage anyone who's watching to alert your favorite small business or those that you think may be eligible so that they can apply for this grant. And we want to make sure that everyone who has a chance and is eligible take advantage of this program. So again, thinksantaclarita.com/small business COVID relief grant. As we know also, Halloween is just around the corner, about 2 weeks away. And as I think we all know, the pandemic, like all other events, have altered the way we are going to celebrate Halloween. But I think it's important to remember that while the health department in Los Angeles County and the state have recommended against door-to-door trick-or-treating or trunk-or-treating programs, the city and LA County Sheriff has said that they are not going to be citing anybody that chooses to trick or treat or host a trunk or treat. We just ask that you be sensitive to your neighbors and those who still may have concerns and not want to have people come to their doors. But again, if you wish to trick or treat or trunk or treat in Santa Clarita, while the state is recommending against it, it is allowable within the city of Santa Clarita. What the LA County Health Department did list as prohibited activities still includes large gatherings or parties, carnivals, festivals, or live entertainment or shows. But that doesn't mean that here in the city of Santa Clarita that we're just going to stop with any type of celebration of Halloween. The city has created, and we're excited to see the response to our haunted highway drive-through Halloween experience. So many residents, in fact, have requested to participate. We have both nights that have been sold, that were sold out in minutes. But if you didn't get a ticket for that drive-through event, you can still take part in our Scarecrow Alley. Residents, nonprofits, and businesses are being encouraged to create their own scarecrows, which will be displayed and featured as part of the Haunted Halloween at the Santa Clarita Sports Complex. Public viewing of the scarecrows will occur on Halloween all day from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So again, while the state has recommended against made a recommendation, and only a recommendation against trick-or-treating or trunk-or-treating, that is allowable in the city of Santa Clarita if you choose to do so. And if you want to design your own scarecrow and be part of that program, the deadline is October 19th. And if you do want more information, visit the city's website, santa-clarita.com/Halloween. Some also good news that came about over the last couple of weeks is the opening of all of our city playgrounds. As of October 2nd, the city and cities throughout Los Angeles County did have the green light to reopen all play structures at city parks. And I know that I've seen many residents already taking advantage of that. So now kids of all ages can enjoy your jungle gyms, slides, swings, all of those activities at your local park. And so as part of that, why not take advantage and participate in the city's 35 Park Challenge and try to visit each city park. Once you have visited all of them, you can send in your online form and receive your Park Challenge t-shirt. Two parks that we think should be at the top of your list is one, the new all-inclusive playground at Canyon Country Park. This is the largest all-inclusive playground certainly in North LA County. We believe it's the largest in all of LA County, but there is one at Griffith Park, so we have a little bit of competition there. But that is a beautiful facility that we opened earlier this year that allows kids of all abilities to enjoy a park and play together with their friends and siblings at the same playground. We also encourage you to visit our newest park, Plum Canyon. In January, we opened up the Canyon Country all-inclusive playground, but in June we opened up Plum Canyon Park. And since that park has been opened, unfortunately we could only open the trails and limited exercise space, but now the large park and playground is open with two shaded areas that you can see on the screen and equipment for both big and little kids. So again, we encourage you to visit all of our parks. They are all open, all playgrounds are open, and just continue to monitor and follow the protocols that are in place around social distancing and mask wearing, just for your safety and the safety of our other residents. So with Veterans Day just around the corner, the city is proud to also announce the revamp of our Hometown Heroes banner program. I'm sure many people have seen the banners over the last several years that before Veterans Day, Memorial Day, and the 4th of July, banners displaying the photos, name, rank, and title of local active duty service members are hung from our street poles throughout the city. These banners, we know, carry significant meaning to family and friends, many who have not seen their heroes in months. And I know as my brother is a current active duty member of the U.S. Air Force, I certainly can appreciate how important these banners are for our families. When the Hometown Hero program was launched in 2016, the contractor who managed the program handled the printing and installation of the banners. Well, since that time, the city has now contracted with a new vendor and taken the installation in-house, which will lower the cost for all of our participants. Now you can purchase a Hometown Hero banner for $172, which will cover the printing and installation for the first year. After the initial year, maintenance cost will only be $40, which covers the regular installation. This is nearly a 60% reduction over the previous years, because we want every hero in Santa Clarita to be recognized. And also, banners highlighting Santa Clarita's fallen warriors are also posted along the Fallen Warriors Memorial Bridge along Golden Valley Road. In addition, the Hometown Heroes website recognizes our men and women in uniform, and the website features a search function which allows visitors to search the site to visit your heroes by military, branch, and rank. To qualify for a Hometown Hero banner, the honorees must be in active duty in the United States Armed Services, a current Santa Clarita resident, or be an immediate family member of a current Santa Clarita resident. Order forms are also available on our city's website, santa-clarita.com/heroes. We're excited about these changes to the program and hope that it will result in even more recognition of our local heroes to be recognized throughout the city. Again, if you're interested in purchasing a banner and honoring a local hero, visit the city's website of santa-clarita.com, santa-clarita.com/heroes. And lastly, at this time of year, the city usually does our annual State of the City event. Well, again, like all things, having to make some adjustments this year. So 2020, we will be doing a virtual State of the City event that will take place a week from Thursday, October 22nd at 11:30 a.m. For those of you that have never participated before, it's a great opportunity to learn about everything that is going on in our community. And by virtue of it being a virtual event, it will allow, there's no space limitations as our previous status of the cities would involve. So we encourage everybody to tune in and learn about what's happened throughout Santa Clarita over the last year. This event is going to be truly inclusive, as everyone can watch either through the city's Facebook page or on SCV TV. During the time, we'll be honoring and recognizing our essential workers, those who have spent the last several months putting their own families and their own time to the side so they can focus on serving our community. From kindergarten teachers to respiratory therapists on the front lines of the pandemic, this event's going to be full of surprises and appreciation for the local heroes here in Santa Clarita. The theme for this year's event is staying connected, staying resilient. And once again, it'll take place a week from Thursday, October 22nd at 11:30 a.m. You can watch either on the city's Facebook page or SCV TV. So again, I want to thank everyone in Santa Clarita for your work and your care for your neighbors over those last several months. We know the pandemic has had a significant impact on all of us, and we know that the challenges aren't going to go away with a simple turn of the calendar into 2021. But as long as we keep working together and following guidelines, we will continue to get through this. And encourage your local businesses to apply for the grant program, participate in our Halloween activities, and again, we know how difficult this has been for everybody, but I've also seen time and time again Santa Clarita coming together. And during our State of the City event, you too will see a number of examples of how our residents have stepped up for one another. And it's going to be a great opportunity to recognize them for all the work that they've done for our community. And so with that, I'm happy, as always, to take a few questions before you switch back to see if the Dodgers have added any more runs during the time that I've been presenting tonight. So.
Thank you so much, Mayor. And Matt Watson did say, "Go Dodgers, go Dodgers, go Dodgers." We do have a couple questions in the chat. A lot of people are concerned about the infection rates and how people can stay safe during the Halloween holiday, as well as at our city parks.
So again, I think when it comes to Halloween, as we said, while the state and county have issued some guidelines and protocols, we want everyone to follow those. And again, if you want to trick or treat, be conscious of your neighbors or those homes that you would usually hit on your street, your usual route. Be sensitive to that you may have members of the community that aren't comfortable yet. And so respect that and just move on to another home that is clearly displaying their willingness to participate in that. Again, our city parks programs, we do want everyone to continue to follow those protocols that have been in place. Again, if you're at the park or using the play structure, just keep that social distancing where you can. If you feel comfortable, always to wear a mask, feel free to do that as well, and just be conscious of your neighbors. Fortunately, we have seen no real significant spikes within the city. Certainly we see cases coming in every day. However, our hospitalization rates remain very low. I believe as of today, we're at 7 hospitalizations at Henry Mayo. So there is plenty of capacity for treatment. We've kept things pretty low and steady. So I think as long as we continue to follow those protocols here in Santa Clarita, we're going to be able to continue to move forward.
Thank you, Mayor. And we actually had one comment of someone whose grandson has COVID. Any advice to them or anything that you would want to say to them?
Certainly, our thoughts and I know are with you and know that that's a challenging time. And as long as you are following those protocols, from the physician and health professionals, I think your grandson should be able to come out of it. We know a number of Santa Clarita residents have had the virus, and almost all of them have come through it. And so, as long as you follow those protocols and protect your grandson and yourself, you'll be. I think you'll be okay. But also, if you're not, rely on your neighbors. Santa Clarita has come together time and time again for those that have been impacted by the pandemic. And I know the type of community that we live in, and they'll be there for you and your grandson as well.
Thank you, Mayor. There's been a lot of news and stories on social media about fake ballot boxes. Could you give any recommendations to how people can make sure that they're voting safely?
Sure. I think the county the county registrar has made it very clear and has posted, as well as I believe the city has posted as well, where the designated drop boxes are for your ballots, and those are the only county approved drop sites. And so we want to make sure that every vote counts. And the best way to do that is to put your ballot in those certified, recognized drop boxes throughout the city. There are plenty, throughout the community. If you don't want to wait and vote in person and you want to get your ballots in now, I encourage everyone the best way to guarantee that is to put it in those certified official drop boxes. And I think most of them will say that, and they're not, they're pretty hard to miss. But if you're not sure, look up at the county registrar's website and put in Santa Clarita, and they'll be able to tell you where those locations are.
So we also have a question about some advice for a new dad. His 3-week-old son has been awake since 8:30 this morning with no naps. And Mr. Troy Hooper wants to know what you would recommend.
Well, Troy, maybe if you put him in front of that Miami-Clemson game this weekend, might help put your child to sleep. That was a rough one for you. But Troy, congratulations to you, and being a new dad, there is nothing better, even during those times right now where there's been no nap since 8:30 in the morning. It is the best time of your life, and congratulations to you. And I know it was a rough one for your Canes this weekend, but I think it's going to be anybody that plays Clemson. It might be a little bit tough this year.
Okay, and our last question. Kelly wants to know, are there any additional crews cleaning the play areas, or is it fine to bring our own cleaning supplies to wipe equipment down?
Sure. No, I think that's a very good question. Since the pandemic, the city's been upping all of our cleaning protocols at our city facilities, whether that be parks, city hall, our buses. So that certainly is a part of it. But I certainly think if you feel comfortable and more comfortable bringing your own, that is certainly okay. Again, just be sensitive that you're sharing those facilities with other families. But we are doing more active cleaning than we were certainly before the pandemic. All right. Well, thank you very much, Santa Clarita, for your time. Again, we have a number of great programs coming up in the next couple months that we want everyone to take advantage of. And as always, if you have questions about any of these programs, you can reach out here at City Hall, 661-259-CITY, and our staff is happy to help any way we can. Thank you, Santa Clarita, and stay safe.